So for this video, guys, I'm going to show you what I like to do against compression sets. It's a 6-man blitz across the board doing double edge. And I'm going to kind of show you against bunch and against gun tight. Typically speaking, against bunch, I want the pinch zone 4, and I'll show you why, right? So I'll just pick something very popular in, let's see, Pat's curl flat, okay? And Pat's curl flat, there's definitely a couple ways to run it. I'm going to put the B on a streak. I'm going to block my running back. I'll put X on it in. This is one way to run it, right? And what we're going to do with this is we're going to first and foremost press our players. The reason why we press them is we want to get them closer to the player, kind of give them a little bit of doubt of their, what type of defense we're covering, right? Then we're going to shift our D-line left. We're going to crash up, and then we're going to globally blitz the right of screen linebacker by pressing the D-pad to the right and then right stick right. We blitz them, right? We want to move him down and then quarterback contain. So you can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys all coming to the quarterback. Now, what I like to do against bunch is I like to man up Howard, and then I don't have to move him. I just did it out of out of habit. But what we want to do is we want to take that free safety and move him down here. And the reason why we do that is because we want to make sure that we have that touch and go with that player. We don't expect anything to really beat us right away with this in that spot where our player is. We are looking for any type of posts from the X receiver, by the A, and the RB. Really, those are the 3 things we're going to do. A post from the B is going to take too long before it gets there. And watch what basically happens. You got this guy blocking. All I'm going to do, again, is touch and go with this player. Touch him and go. And you're going to see that we're flying, right? Now, let me show you the defense behind it so you can see it. Basically, we know that these guys are going to match, right? We talked about that in the past. The 2 players over here, one guy's going to take the first vertical deep, and a person's going to take the first outbreaking route. These guys are bagged, right? They're bagged. Even if the blitz didn't get in, maybe they max protect, these guys are totally bagged. The reason why we do this with this player here is that we're manning them up because we want to make sure that we've got the ability to cover the flat right away. Or if he was in any type of Pats verts or any type of other routes, we have to worry about him. So, like I said before, the really only person we're worrying about is number 10, which is the point of the bunch, and number 11 when it comes to usering. So all I do is do this. Now I'm going back, and I'm waiting for anybody to kind of go to the middle. If they don't go to the middle, if they don't go anywhere, they're sacked right here if they don't throw this ball, right? And we've got everything absolutely bagged, right? So that's why I really like this, the way it goes against bunch. It goes against, say, Pats verts. Say they do something like this to where they are running it, basically this way. And we're going to do the same thing, press, shift, crash up, and then basically crash up. Then we're taking this guy, we're moving him down. We're quarterback containing, putting this guy on the A, moving him down, right? If you've got time, by all means, move this guy over, right? But if you don't have to, right? All we're going to do is touch and go on this player, and you're going to see if they don't motion anybody, you're going to see that we're going to be able to get to the quarterback really, really quickly. That time the guy let me through, so it was a little bit different. But let me try this again so you can see it here. All right, and we're going to do this. And you'll have enough time, trust me. You'll be able to get to this because they got to wait, with the quarterback mannerisms to get it. And then for the offense here, we do Pats verts. All right, something like this, right? So all I'm going to do again is touch and go. Now I'm waiting for this RB, and they're bagged. If you're worried about doing the player on the right, all you got to do is go to cover 6, and knowing you could do the same exact setup. Press, shift left, crash up, blitz that guy, move him down, quarterback contain, and you can use the same exact thing, but you do want to make sure that you blitz this guy as well, right? And then quarterback contain, because of the way they all do it. And you're in the same difference, right? All you're going to do here is, I'm doing Pat's verts, right? Say they go ahead and they motion that guy, and then they hike it. You're doing the same thing. You're going deep, And now you can see you got that bag. Now watch to the right side of the screen. You're going to see that you've got the ability by changing to cover 6 that this guy will motion with him and he's with him, right? He's not going to be, by the time they look there, the next thing they're going to look for, I mean, once they realize that that guy's not open, I mean, they got somebody in their face, right? I don't have to cover that guy very long. You know, if they're sending out 4 players, they're done. Now, if they send out 3 players, a typical 3-player route combination is this, right? Something like this. And they're going to try to get that. Well, with the cover 4, you're going to see that that's not going to work, right? We're going to basically bag this like this, right? We're putting this guy on the A, and we're moving this down. So what we're going to do here, make sure that they're blocking. Okay, they are, right? I'm going to go to this guy. I'm going to come back up, and you're going to see that because of that, we were able to get him in. But that's the thing. If I miss on that guy, the running back will come get me, right? So I saw that guy. Now I'm backing up to go cover, and you can see that that guy's coming in. So, you know, that's not by design. It just ended up happening that way, you know, because that guy jumped that way. You know, and that's not what we want. We want them to spread. So what we really want here, and I just want to make sure... All right, so we're spreading our line. I mean, we're shifting left. And what's going on here? We're shifting left. We're crashing up, right? That's big. Move this guy down. Blitz him. Quarterback contain. Put this guy on A. Move this guy down. Okay, so now we got the whole setup, right? Now I'm going to do the offensive setup. All right, so we got the offensive setup. Now I'm just going to sit on this guy. And what you're going to see is once I get to him, I back up. Now I'm going this way. There is nowhere to throw this ball if they are doing a 3-person setup. Even if I don't get clean pressure in, what is the quarterback going to do, right? We're boxing up on the right. Now we know that we're going to go to the right with this, and you're going to see that we're going to get some really good block shed. There's no spot for a quarterback to run because everybody's kind of corralling him in the middle, and we got it boxed. That's why I like this against a bunch, and that's why I like it against compressed sets. Now, the other compressed set I'll talk about is like gun tight slots, right? So let's pretend this is going to be more of a, you know, something with the Titans playbook, you know, where you got to worry about, you know, the ability for one to go right, one to go left type deal, right? Something like this. And I'm just going to kind of just set it up like this way. You have to worry about it. The thing is they don't have enough time to get this off when we do this 6-man type deal. So we're going to press, we're going to shift left, crash up, blitz this guy right here, move him down, right? Quarterback contain. Now we're coming at you. That guy needs to stay there. All right, over here. Okay. Now, you know, I would not change this guy. I would leave him against gun tight slots. I would just use this guy because we're not really worrying about the flats. Now, flats is something that we're going to touch and then go. And the flats, basically, I'm looking for is just the RB right away. If the RB does not go, I'm going to try to basically take out the first crosser. All right, that's basically it. So in this situation, we're going to hike the ball, touch. I'm looking for the first crosser. That guy's done. I mean, I don't care what gun tight it is. They're not blocking this with one running back. See what I'm saying? So, because we're basically doing numbers on numbers. Because I take and occupy that center, we're going 7 on 6. It doesn't matter. They cannot block that. Once we do that, you're going to pick the one guy. You should anticipate the player coming in is the opposite of the running back. And you're going to see how this works this way. And we're able to get it. None of these guys were in their spots. Even if they were doing drags, there's no way that these guys are going to be able to get open. So that's why I really like this against compression sets, because a lot of times compression sets, they can't over blitz, especially with those gun tights. And we're going to be able to use that 6 across method to be able to get to the quarterback.